Hello, I'm BrigantiaBlackbird of BlackbirdsBrew. Happy Wednesday and welcome to Divination Meditation, where we take an inquiry card, a tarot, an oracle, Ogham, and a rune, compare and contrast, and see what message we can get from the ether. Now, as you will notice, something significant is missing, namely our cards, our spread. Where is the picture? I would like to know that as well. I always save them to the same file. I had everything ready to go. I got everything arranged weeks and weeks ago for this reading, so it should have been there with the rest of the August material, but alas, it appears to not be amongst those present. So I got nothing. I apologize. We'll just do the best we can this week. But our inquiry card this week is what can I let go of? And remember, I've always placed the inquiry card in the center of these spreads, and the rest of the divination tools all relate back to that question. So what can I let go of? Our tarot card is the Two of Stones, representing challenge. It's about a struggle for control, dealing with rivalry, coping with adversity in a calm manner. Then our oracle card was the seal, which is a call from the depths. It represents love, longing, and having a dilemma. Then our Ogham for this week was Gort, representing ivy. It's about developing skills and learning. And then our rune for this week was Fehu, which is about wealth, abundance, success, and happiness. So we have quite the assembly today. The inquiry card, if we go back to it, asks what can we let go of? And many of the surrounding tools around this card are talking about things that most of us would much rather keep a hold of. You know, we don't want to let these things go. We want to draw them to us. Now, admittedly, the tarot card this week is about struggling for control. So, okay, if someone is struggling with an exaggerated desire to micromanage everything around them, it would probably be healthier for them to let go of that impulse. But our oracle card, the seal, love, longing, I could see letting go of a dilemma, which was part of this card, making a choice or adopting a new perspective. But the idea of letting go of love or of our longing for something important, that is harder to envision. Then our Ogham, which was about developing skills and learning. I mean, how can we make sense of this request to let go of that? Unless we're pursuing studies out of a sense of vanity rather than a love of knowledge, then that would make sense. And lastly, the rune is about abundance. Why would we let go of abundance, wealth, success, and happiness? I mean, talk about a hard sell. This is why I think it's good for all of us to get into the habit of not just taking our divinations at face value. We've got to dip beneath the surface to try to figure out the overall message and see what kind of subtle energies are really at play here. So a possibility that has occurred to me is, what if we are being asked to contemplate giving up? It isn't necessarily any of these things in and of themselves, but rather to take a closer look at our priorities and how we're using these things and the reality of our current circumstances and environment. Are we giving energy to things that are blinding us to larger issues? And is the consequence of doing that making us more vulnerable, more likely to suffer in the future because we refuse to read the writing on the wall? Now, I offer that particular interpretation just as a possibility. I would really enjoy starting a broader discussion on the reading. When you look at these and you hear their meanings, what is your instinct? Where did it take you in your thought process? Because to me, it's just saying that there's a misalignment of priorities, or maybe you're not going about things in a very effective way. And maybe it's time to change our ideas of what it is our job to do, and how is that best to be done? Maybe it's referring to that. But let me know what you think, either in the comment section or click on our link in the description box to our gilded group. It's called BlackbirdsBrew. We'd love to have you there. Most everyone there practices some form of divination, and I would love to get in a good conversation about this spread in particular. So join us by all means. I hope you will soon. But for this moment, I think that'll do it for the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.